April and Todd here with you, but now we go back. We flash back, and he's like freaking out, like, what did I step into? We're doing a flashback.
That was some pretty special effects there, April.
There we go. Hey, you know what? We used to make our own, Craig, because you used to work in production a little bit. We used to make some of our own sound effects. So in studio joining us, a flashback from Yes FM, our very own, we still claim you and we still love you. It's Craig Magrum.
Oh, I love you guys too.
Yes. So
tell us the years that you were here.
So I started as an intern with Chad O back in 1998.
Because nobody can still pronounce his name.
Oshevsky?
Yes.
We can. Yeah. And then I had to move on in 2006. So, 8 years here.
Wow.
Fantastic. So okay. You're like, I don't want to hear that. So when you were here, Craig, what were some of the things that Yes FM had you do?
The better question that...
what didn't you do?
Right, what didn't I do? And that's what I usually responded to people with.
Or the better question, why did we have you do it? That's the better question.
I still ask you guys that question. No, I did all sorts of things. I think, I started as an intern with you guys throwing a yellow pages at Chad and I saying, we're doing a fundraising auction. Find us stuff to give away for the auction.
I remember that, yes.
And I was like, wow. Welcome to Yes FM. This is
pretty much sums it up. Yep.
We just got right to it. So, everything from finding items for a fundraising auction to, I think when I was actually hired, I started in the office as the underwriting traffic manager. So, short title for that is traffic manager. And when I would tell people that, they would say, like you direct traffic or you give traffic reports or what? No.
Air traffic control. I'm in charge of the big planes.
No, just scheduling when our business underwriting partners would run their announcements. So that was the first thing I did. Let's see, I think I started doing the Sunday morning praise and worship. You might remember the name Dina Rosen.
Yeah.
Dina was a special friend of ours, and she passed away. She went to be with Jesus, and I miss her. Yeah, I miss her a lot. She was just a ray of sunshine, but had the honor of taking over praise and worship Sunday mornings from her. Eventually, also did her midday shift, so I was on the air in middays for a number of years. Let's see, what else did you guys have me do?
Basically everything.
Right, morning show production. So I helped Todd and Vonda produce the morning show.
What are you, an assistant program director or somewhere around there?
Yeah, eventually then I was Jeff's assistant as the programming assistant. So it was basically everything but general manager and program director.
Have you stayed long?
You got out while you could. Smart boy. Just kidding.
But it was just really good experience.
When we hired Craig, I didn't know how I was going to pay for Craig.
That's great.
I knew that we wanted Craig here, but I had no idea how we were going to get the money to pay for Craig to be here. But that's just how faithful. That's just how faithful Jesus has always been.
Yeah, exactly.
So our 25th Anniversary Celebration Spring Sharathon, we're celebrating, bringing poor Craig Magrum, throwing him under the bus, bringing him back in here.
5 years.
Yep, 419-389-0893. That's 419-389-0893. And Craig, off the air, you were sharing just some of the weird anomalies that have happened as we've all aged.
We're aging?
Right. I don't feel any older.
No.
Yeah, so... just being in the community, I'll run into people that we get talking about radio, and comments will be made. Now I'm 41 now, and I was 16, I believe, when Yes FM first went on the air. So people my age, 40, 41, 45, whatever, will make comments now. Yeah, I listen to Yes, and they're playing all this type of music now, and I can't listen like I used to. And they kind of feel bad, and they're embarrassed. And I'll say, I understand that. You do realize, though, that they're not trying to reach us anymore, right? Because when we were kids' age, the ones that they're trying to reach now, our parents were saying the same thing about the music that we liked back then that we're now saying about the music that kids like today. So how's that make you feel?
You're now your parents. You are now your parents.
We are. But you know what? That's the awesome thing about Yes FM is they've not gotten stuck in just one age group and stuck with one form of music, because the needs of teenagers change. We were talking off air, maybe every 7 to, at the max, 10 years.
Yeah.
In terms of music and what people connect to musically. The genre is not the important part of what Yes FM is doing. Right. That's just a vehicle. That's just a vehicle to get the message, the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ, the message of redemption into a teenager's life or a young person's life. Now, there's those of us that are young at heart that maybe still enjoy some of the music on Yes, and we might be 40 years old. We might not. But
that's okay. I'm right there with you, bro.
Right.
I'm well past you both.
but I want to challenge those of you that you're my age, you're April's age, we're in our 40s now. We started, on the very first day of Yes FM listening, when we were sophomores in high school. I want to challenge you. Remember, it's not about us and our needs anymore. It's about our kids now.
Yeah.
So our parents who supported Yes FM so that we could listen to it, it's our turn now.
Well put. That's exactly right.
That's right. Yeah.
Memories. Oh, memories.
419-389-0893. That's 419-389-0893. And Craig brings up a great point. It may not be your cup of tea. Maybe you listened when, you were Craig's age, back when he was 16. I started listening when I was probably in my early 20s, because my husband introduced me to Yes FM. I didn't know it existed, but then I'm not from the area. So, and that brings up another point. You guys have got this in your own backyard. Where I grew up, Christian radio was not like Yes FM. So take advantage of that. And maybe not your cup of tea, but, maybe for your kids, your grandkids, your nieces, your nephews, a kid that you see in the youth group who's struggling, but if they tune into Yes FM, it's really going to just open them up and broaden their horizons and maybe have that life change that happens here with Yes FM. Support that, you guys. 419-389-0893. That's 419-389-0893. Featuring Molly Music, here's Lecrae and Tell the World on Yes FM.